Coming up on UCF Nightly News. Another hit and run too close to home. Find out if officials are doing anything to try and keep pedestrians safe in our area.
And next, as a part of Mental Illness Awareness Week, organizations are coming to UCF's campus to advocate for students.
Plus, there's a new prescription for stress, and it's probably what you'd least expect.
In sports, we got up close and personal with the voice of UCF football.
Nightly News starts in 30 seconds. Good afternoon and welcome to Nightly News. I'm Emily Anderson.
And I'm Nathaniel Rivas. And in the news on this Friday, October 12th, 2018.
We're currently working to get an update on the condition of a UCF alumna who was hit by a car early Sunday morning. Katie Nakanekne was trying to cross Alafaya Trail near Strategy Boulevard when she was hit. Nightly News reporter Cassidy Delamarter spoke with university and county officials to see what changes are being made for pedestrians.
When Aaron Brooks takes his bike to class, he says he always runs into careless drivers.
They should pay more attention to people trying to cross.
Brooks fears the worst, and for UCF student Margot Hirsch, the worst came true. Hirsch had the right-of-way when a truck hit her crossing Alafaya at the beginning of the semester.
Just knowing that there's a potential that I could get injured in any way trying to get from point A to point B when I'm following the law, it's scary.
Deputies I spoke to from the Orange County Sheriff's Office told me the frequency of pedestrian crashes increases on roads like University Boulevard and Alafaya Trail, where pedestrians have more lanes to cross.
UCF partnered with Orange County government and FDOT to improve safety around campus, focusing on the high crash areas. This map shows all the reported pedestrian injuries and fatalities in the UCF area.
We counted the crashes, fatalities, and geolocated those on maps to find where the hot spots and focuses should be as part of the future design and construction of improvements.
Officials say it'll take 3.5 years for those changes to be complete. So far, new pedestrian signs went up on University Boulevard, but that's about it.
It just kind of like angers me inside that people don't know what the actual law is for pedestrians crossing the street.
Now students are stuck, waiting for change. In Orlando, Cassidy Delamarter, UCF Nightly News.
The construction won't be completed for a few more years. UCF officials are advising both pedestrians and drivers to just use extra caution when following the rules of the road.
As part of Mental Illness Awareness Week, national organizations are working to make sure no one fights alone. The National Alliance on Mental Illness in Greater Orlando hosted several events to combat the stigma of mental illness. At last week's football game, NAMI passed out green ribbons to spread awareness at Iowa Plaza. According to NAMI, 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness. UCF senior Brianna Lorenzo is a mental health ambassador with NAMI. She's using her platform to address mental health misconceptions in her community.
It makes me happy that I can stand on such a high platform with the National Alliance of Mental Illness, because I can learn from them and then kind of come back to UCF and shed that light here.
For more on mental illness treatment options and support services, visit nami.org.
Student Health Services is starting a new program to help patients battle their stress. Patients will now be prescribed a dose of gardening. Nightly News reporter Haley Rowland tells us about this new outdoor activity.
A recent survey by the National College Health Assessment shows that students are depressed, anxious, and just overall stressed. These findings led Student Health Services at UCF to urge stressed patients to spend less time inside and more time at the Arboretum on campus. I spoke with the executive director of Student Health Services, and he says it's been proven that gardening can reduce stress.
Yeah, we know every year that midterms, end of semester, there's just this curve, the stress mounts. So this is a great time to get outdoors.
Dyken pointed out that for college students, this could be the first time they are dealing with stress on their own.
I feel like it would give them something to do to take their mind off of schoolwork and other stress things, other things in life that will stress you out or that can stress you out.
For Travis Green, the idea of gardening for stress relief isn't so far-fetched.
So why not, you know what I mean? It's something that I would definitely try to do.
And this prescribed gardening is just one solution to handling stress. Dyken says that any type of positive outdoor experience can boost your self-esteem and mood. And Student Health Services will be conducting their own study later this semester about gardening and stress relief, and the study is expected to take about 1.5 years. In Orlando, I'm Haley Rowland, UCF Knightly News.
Students and faculty members who are prescribed gardening for their stress can go as often as they would like. The Arboretum has office hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and the Nature Trails and Community Garden here on campus are open every day from sunrise to sunset.
The College of Medicine is working on new studies aimed at breast cancer research. The CDC reports breast cancer is the most common form of cancer found in women. Nightly News reporter Olivia Parsons spoke to researchers and one survivor about the disease and finding a cure.
Who are these women? Well, they're our mothers or our grandmothers.
Researchers at the Burnett School of Biomedical Sciences are working in this lab to put an end to metastatic breast cancer, a kind that spreads throughout the body. Dr. Annette Khalid and her team of researchers are working to find a way to keep that from happening.
When the cancer is localized to the breast, it's like 99% curable. The problem is that it doesn't stay localized to the breast.
Women receive treatment and the cancer goes away.
And then 20 years later, it comes back. And now it comes back with a vengeance. It goes all over the body.
Researchers at UCF are trying to detect the cancer before it has the chance to spread.
If we can diagnose these women to know which women this could happen to, and then have a therapy ready to give them so they can deal with the cancer, you're going to help a significant portion of women.
Elenia Colon is a professor here at UCF and a breast cancer survivor.
I was diagnosed with stage 1A breast cancer.
She says she knows the reality of cancer spreading.
And that's really a scary thing.
But she's fortunate UCF is making strides toward finding a cure.
I think it's wonderful. I'm so proud of my colleagues here at UCF and their research endeavors to stop metastatic breast cancer.
And knows that people like Dr. Khalid have her back.
Help these women is really what drives our lab.
To putting an end to breast cancer once and for all. In Orlando, Olivia Parsons, UCF Nightly News.
Dr. Khalid will be at the Mall of Millennia on the 21st for the Women's Football Academy event, a fashion show where Khalid will talk more about the latest in breast cancer research. All proceeds will directly benefit the Orlando Sports Foundation and the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
If you're headed to the Student Union for lunch, you're in luck because Huey Magoo's has finally reopened. UCF Student Union has been under construction for over a year now. Other restaurants are set to open by the end of the fall 2019 semester. The new food court will have a 2-story seating area along with improved outdoor seating. Construction will be done in phases to minimize the impact on student union operations.
It's going to be another hot one today, isn't it, Emily?
No surprise there, Nathaniel.
Let's take a look outside at Memory Mall earlier this morning. Remaya, what did you see?
Thank you, guys. This morning on Memory Mall, we have students walking outside to class. They're not letting the heat get to them. We also have students just on the hammocks relaxing and drinking iced coffee. It's going to be a great day out, so you might as well go ahead and enjoy the day. Now to our current conditions. Right now, it is 77 degrees. The humidity is 90, and the winds are moving 5 miles per hour. Moving west, the rain is a 0% chance, so you want to go ahead and get outside and enjoy your day. We will have your tropics in the next 5 minutes. Now back to you all at the desk.
Thanks, Remaya. Coming up after the break, learn more about what the Veterans Academic Resource Center is doing for student veterans here on campus.
Plus, see what UCF is doing to become a completely carbon-neutral campus by 2050 when we come back. October is Campus Sustainability Month, and UCF is making strides toward becoming a sustainable campus. Knightly News reporter Emily Anderson shows us how students can help UCF reach its green goals.
The Climate Correction Conference and Education Expo is kicking off Campus Sustainability Month here at UCF. Yesterday, climate experts partnered with UCF and the Volo Foundation to find possible answers to the world's climate problems. But the Office of Sustainability Initiatives has one focus right now: our campus and its carbon footprint. In 2007, President Hitt signed a pledge for UCF to be a carbon neutral campus by 2050.
So there's three scopes of emissions that we measure, including Scope 2, which is our purchased electricity, and Scope 3, which takes a look at our commuter emissions and waste emissions.
Students can help reduce their carbon footprint by turning off their lights when they leave their dorm room, or using one of UCF's 2 bike share programs to ride a bicycle to class instead of driving their car.
Sustainability Initiatives first focuses on educating and inspiring students to follow the Green Brick Road. UCF's new president, Dale Whitaker, has great hopes for how this education will give UCF the potential to be a catalyst for stopping climate change.
But more importantly, create an attitude and a diaspora that when we, as the largest talent producer in the United States, when our graduates go across the country and the world, carry this sense of commitment and skills with them.
Being the largest university in the nation, UCF's ability to make an impact is stronger than ever. In Orlando, Emily Anderson, UCF Nightly News.
Students can take the Green Pledge at sustainable.ucf.edu and get more information on how you can help participate in campus sustainability this month.
It's now 2 days post-Hurricane Michael making landfall in the Panhandle.
But now we're learning about a new tropical storm, Nadine. Ramaya, what else do you have for us in the tropics?
Thank you all. We are in the tropics right now. We have post-tropical storm Michael. You may have known that was Hurricane Michael. Now we have tropical storm Nadine forming in the Atlantic. And Hurricane Leslie is moving east-northeast. Back to you all at the desk.
Thanks, Ramaya. After the break, we're going to check back in with Ramaya for a look at our 5-day forecast.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
the Veterans Academic Resource Center is working to get student veterans on campus the help they need. Yesterday's resource fair was open to all UCF students who have a passion to support veterans. The fair featured multiple community service organizations offering information on their services, community events, and more on how to get involved. Anna Tanzilla, the program manager of Camaraderie Foundation, says she does this because she wants veterans to know they are not alone.
We want to be there. We don't want to see statistics. As a veteran, I don't want to leave a brother or sister in arms alone.
Have any questions regarding the fair or future events, contact Joshua Johnson, Program Coordinator, at joshua.johnson@ucf.edu. Nathaniel, it'd be really nice to pretend that temperatures would be getting a little cooler. I do love me some fall sweater weather.
Oh, me too. Wearing those long sleeve shirts, getting really comfortable, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Ramaya is live in the studio right now with our temperatures around the state and our 5-day forecast. Ramaya?
Thank you all. I have your temperatures around the state as of right now. In Tallahassee is 81 degrees, Jacksonville 84, Tampa 87, hometown, Orlando 91 degrees, and in Miami 87. It's pretty good around Florida as of right now. Now let's look at the lows. In Tallahassee, a low of 57 degrees. Jacksonville, we have 60 degrees. Tampa, 67 degrees. In Orlando is 69 degrees, and in Miami, 75 degrees. Now back to you all at the desk.
Thanks, Ramaya. The Knights are on the road this week and headed to Memphis.
Find out what they're doing to prepare against the big game against the Tigers after the break.
Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for sticking with us. I'm Evan Abramson, and here's what's going on in sports around UCF. If you've ever been to a UCF football or basketball game, you without a doubt heard a loud, energetic voice pumping up thousands of loyal fans. Well, today, we put a face to that voice, and his name is Eric Kohler, a.k.a. the voice of the UCF Knights. And after 18 years of announcing, Kohler sets the tone for the energy for all of Knight Nation. Nightly News reporter Nathaniel Rivas brings us the sights and sounds from the public address booth at Spectrum Stadium.
You have to know what you're saying. You got to understand the flow. You got to understand the energy. You got to be part of the game.
Knight Nation
biggest thing is getting in here and making sure that I have everything set up in terms of pronunciations, numerical charts, depth charts, and stuff like that. Meet the media people and make sure that I'm saying everything right, how they're referring, because when that mic is live, I got to make sure I know what I'm saying.
So what you do here, you get everything set so you have all your numbers all set up so you're never looking down for the mic, and then you got your trusted flip chart. That's where the magic is.
I mean, they were truly into the game, student body and fans. I think when we're on defense, they make it a hostile environment for the offense, make it tough to communicate.
Adam is good enough for another UCF. Touchdown, UCF! 1 yard touchdown for the big fella.
I give a lot of credit to Knight Nation. They came out. That's the most packed I've seen a home opener since I've been here. So very grateful for Knight Nation and the way they showed out.
It's really awesome. It's really special. That's the feedback that really makes my job worthwhile, that to feel a sense that I'm part of that energy, the culture that the team and the fans feed off. That is a big rush for me.
Hey guys, nice job, Knights win. Whatever you do, good night everybody.
So next time you're out at Spectrum Stadium or inside the CFE Arena, make sure to listen for those big Mackenzie Milton touchdown calls and Taco Fall dunks. You won't want to miss a single play because Eric Kohler will never miss a play. Meanwhile, Coach Josh Heupel's Knights are 5-0 this season and are 2-0 in conference play. But after the Knights defeated the Memphis Tigers last year at Spectrum Stadium in the AAC title game, the Tigers are ready to pounce for some revenge. And for the first time since the end of August, the number 10 UCF Knights will be back on the road. And despite an injury scare last week, Mackenzie Milton will still be leading the offense on the field. The offense Milton is leading is one of only 5 teams that rank in the top 20 in the nation for scoring offense and scoring defense. So here's what Coach Josh Heupel says the team will need to continue playing well in all 3 phases of the games they want to come out of this weekend with a win from a team that's becoming a big school rival.
2 games last year were 2 big football games, certainly the conference championship game. Great environment, great game. Came down to 1 play at the end of it. They're well coached. They got great players. I'm sure they're looking forward to it. Our players are as well. It's an opportunity for us to go back out on the road. Great rivalry games are fun because you get the best from the other side, and you better bring yours too.
Now, if the Knights can get a win in Memphis, UCF could potentially move up further in the AP Top 25 poll. But there are 3 big things to keep in mind as we approach the college football playoff rankings. And those are the number of teams right ahead of UCF in the top 25 rankings. If all 3 of these teams lose that you can see on the screen, the Knights could move up to number 7 in the rankings. And keep in mind we're only 2.5 weeks out from the first college football playoff rankings being released. Now, the most likely team out of the 3 to lose would be Washington, since they play a tough Oregon squad. It's 7 versus 17, and Oregon's had plenty of experience against top 25 teams so far. So as you can see, Penn State, who's 8, and Texas, who's 9, don't play ranked teams this week. But don't count the underdogs out just yet. The any given Sunday rule for the NFL can easily apply to college football, and Michigan State and Baylor are no slouches on the field. Anyhow, unhealthy college football rankings obsession aside, the UCF vs. Memphis game can be watched on ABC or ESPN2. Kickoff is at 3:30 Eastern Time. And since we have a little bit of extra time, let's move from the gridiron to the pitch. The women's soccer team took down number 15 Memphis last night on the road. It's a big win for a Knights team that's now 4-1 in conference play as we approach the end of the regular season. The Knights will travel to Tulsa on Sunday for another conference road game. And meanwhile, for the men's team led by Coach Scott Calabrese, they continue to have a great season, recently beating Tulsa on the road 4-3. They'll play that big game against number 20 UConn tonight, of which the game will be streamed on ESPNU. And the Knights are number 19 and 8-1 on the season, so tonight will be a crucial match for 2 teams trying to take control of the American standings for soccer. Meanwhile, men's basketball returns on October 29th. They'll have an exhibition match against Flagler. The team has high expectations led by Coach Johnny Dawkins, B.J. Taylor, Taco Fall, and Aubrey Dawkins. They're all ready to lead the team and the charge in the 2018 campaign. And with that, I'll throw it back to Nathaniel and Emily.
Thanks, Evan. Emily, you have any plans for this weekend?
Well, I am working a lot this weekend, but definitely taking time out of my day to watch the UCF game versus Memphis.
Absolutely, that's the spirit. I'm thinking about going to a pumpkin patch, really trying to soak in those cool weather temperatures that we talked about coming up early in the morning tomorrow.
Have fun. I hope you carve something pretty cool.
I'm gonna try my best. You know, I'm not an expert at carving pumpkins, but I would certainly try my best.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. Remember, you can always keep up with us during the week on our Twitter at UCF Knightly News.
And if you've got a story idea you want us to know about, send it our way. You can reach us at nightlynewsucf@gmail.com.
Thanks for watching and have a great day.